Welcome back, everyone, to another LEGO Star Wars 2023 set review. Today we have set number 75344 for the Boba Fett Starship Microfighter. 85 pieces, one minifigure, retails for $9.99 and comes out January 1st, 2023. Again, very happy to say this is the first review of this set on YouTube, and without further ado, let's get into it, guys. So we got the set here on the table, guys, and let's get into it. We got the actual build here. We got the one minifigure. We got the instructions, the box, and then really quickly I'll show these are the 4 extra pieces for the set. Let's start off, guys, with the box. We got a small little normal size Microfighter box. Like I said, 75344. We got the actual image there on Tatooine with Jabba's palace in the background. And then, of course, the back of the box, we have Boba Fett out right here, thumb tab right there. We have some flick fire missiles finally making a return after a while. And other than that, no other special logos on the box. Take it through the instructions really quick. We got the white background right here. Not too big of a fan of it. Again, kind of bad rendering, in my opinion. Coming to the back right here, though, guys, we have the rest of the Star Wars sets. I do have a review of the 501st Battle Pack out on my channel. I posted it yesterday. Then I flipped to the next page yesterday, and I was very, concerned. I thought this was going to be more 2023 sets, but then it ended up just being the older stuff. So there's all that, guys. Let's move on to the one minifigure right here, which is not brand new at all to the set, but brand new for my collection. We have the Book of Boba Fett minifigure right here. So very, very cool. We have a little gun right there. Nice leg printing. Same one out of the throne room, out of the Boba Fett Starship from last year. We have the arm printing there, which is very reminiscent to like OG Cloud City Boba Fett, so I'm a big fan of it. Of course, there's still the same problem where if you want to get technical with actual in-universe canon, he should actually have a dark green helmet and a dark green jetpack, but of course LEGO is continuing to kind of cheap out and not give us recolors of these pieces. Kind of understandable, but again, for what it's worth, I think LEGO should be tackling some of these issues, especially after a whole entire year and the third set this minifigure's in. But take the helmet off right here. We got the same face print. Pretty cool, pretty accurate for what it's worth. Nice color, nice little scarring there, nice unique face. Again, sand green jetpack. And the one big thing, guys, you guys will probably notice, he does not come with a rangefinder, but that is why we have extra rangefinders from the 501st Battle Pack, right? So you guys can put a blue one on them, I guess. But yeah, that kind of sucks. Definitely one missing part out of this set. Even if they just included one of them, we didn't necessarily need an entire bag of them. We did not need visors and antennas. But I really do think a rangefinder would have done nice, black or dark bluish gray. But there's the one minifigure, guys. Let's move on to the build. And first thing I can say right here, guys, you guys can probably tell, it actually stands up on its own. So that was very surprising to me. When I first built this, I was kind of actually thinking when I was making the thumbnail and actually setting everything up here, I was trying to think to myself, what can I use to prop it up? And then I literally just sat it there and expected it to fall down, and then it actually stood up. So that's pretty cool. Nice little easy way to actually display it on your shelf without doing anything fancy there. So yeah, very basic. I'll just kind of give you guys a 360 right here. Nothing too special with it. Only 85 pieces. This definitely gets the fundamental look of a Slave One down. We have the guns in the front, of course. The color scheme is pretty accurate. Pretty proportionate, for being such a small little, chibi, Microfighter build. The one thing that I did not notice on the box art, but when I built it, it was kind of a little overwhelming, I guess, was the fact of these big gaps right here in the cockpit. But the more I really thought about it, usually all the Microfighters have, open cockpits or open seating for the minifigure, so can't really expect too much, but of course you can open the cockpit up. All right, guys, moving on right here, of course, we have the flick fire missiles. Let's actually see if I can knock some of these out. They're kind of in a weird spot. See, if you flick that way, your finger kind of hits there, but nonetheless, I guess I won't flick it, but they do, shoot out just like that. If you guys are able to get your finger in there to actually flick it, nice little basic missiles. And yeah, nonetheless, the fundamental look of this ship is there. I'm a big Slave One guy itself, so it kind of works, has a purpose right here, and not too shabby. Like I said, I really do like the fact you can display it like that. Let's go ahead and put the minifigure in here, though. All right, guys, so we actually have Boba right here in his Starship, and you guys can't put him in there with the jetpack. He just kind of sits down and fits very nicely. Nice easy fit. You guys can see him pretty well through the cockpit and through the open areas of the cockpit, that's not covered up. And yeah, for what it's worth, again, it's cool. $9.99, especially for me, not having the Boba Fett minifigure beforehand. It really is basically buying the Boba Fett and just getting some extra parts with it. Although, again, for something like this, I will be displaying it at least for a little while. And yeah, so there's that, guys. Let's move on to a couple final things I wanted to show. I want to do a little size comparison for the Microfighter, as well as show you guys a couple cool things you guys can do with a few new parts for this year. So let's get into it. So also really quickly here, guys, I wanted to show you guys a quick little size comparison compared to the 2019 20th anniversary Slave one, since most of you guys probably have this, and if you guys are actually curious how small the Microfighter one is, it's about, size of my palm right here, but compared to the actual Slave one, realistically, it's actually only as big as the 20th anniversary cockpit, so definitely a nice little small thing to kind of put on your shelf right there. But of course, bigger models are always superior. You can't really compare bigger stuff with Microfighters, but I wanted to give you guys that true kind of one-to-one comparison right there, just in case you guys were wondering. So one last thing I want to show you guys with the minifigure, actually. So we have a Mandalorian helmet right here, of course, the common one. If you guys take the extra pair of macro binoculars from the new 501st pack, I actually wanted to show you guys how it looks with those on a Mandalorian helmet. So all right, so there we go, guys. It definitely took a couple seconds to actually get them on there. These are pretty loose fitting on this helmet, of course. They do fit, they do lock into the holes, but as you guys can tell, it actually goes all the way back, kind of 180 on the other side of the helmet. But then you guys are able to actually flip it forward. And honestly, if you guys remember yesterday, it actually fits the Mandalorian helmets a little bit better. It does not, go down any farther than it needs to. So if I'm being honest, that looks pretty cool. And my recommendation, what I might try when I go get mine, and I'll probably show it in a different video or a picture, is if you guys take the 2017 prototype Boba Fett, the all white one, and put these white macros on, that might actually look pretty cool. But just for the just for the heck of it, if you guys do get both these sets at the same time, you guys want to kind of mess around, you guys have an extra pair of these. You guys can put them on your Mandalorians, and of course any Mandalorians in the past 10 years Lego has made, these macros will fit there. But that's basically that small thing I wanted to show you guys. Guys, so my final thoughts on this set. Look, I quite frankly don't think I can recommend this to anyone unless you don't have this Boba Fett minifigure yet. If you guys still need the Boba Fett, this is the cheapest way to get them, of course. Paying $10 for a Microfighter, part out the build if you don't want it, but it does kind of suck. It does not come with a rangefinder, but hypothetically, again, you could use a different color one. You probably have an extra color one from some other set, especially if you got the Mandalorian battle packs from 2020, or realistically, on Bricklink, they're only like a 5-cent piece, so not missing out on too much, but again, for a quality Lego product, only the best is good enough. They should have included at least one rangefinder for us, but yeah, $9.99. I'm a big fan of Slave ones. I will actually put this up on my display behind me. And here's where the set will live until January 1st at least. Like I said, pretty cool that it stands up by itself right next to the brand new 501st Battle Pack, beautifully on this display shelf back here. And speaking of Boba Fett's with rangefinders, why couldn't we have got one Lego? That's really disappointing, but yeah, there's that. If you guys have not checked out already, I did review this set yesterday. Definitely go check it out. A lot of you guys did, but I do have the new 501st Battle Pack also. One-to-one comparison. This, of course, blows the Slave one out of the water. But I'm not making any direct promises, but I'm pretty sure Sunday morning I will be reviewing the new TIE Bomber set. So definitely stay sub with the channel, guys, and I have more 2023 leaks and news on the way. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll leave your thoughts on the set down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for you guys later. Bye, guys, and stay safe.